There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes.
Oh, pure bad blood.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell... What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Not a lot of defense here at all. Nice counter. Good counter punching. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Which fighter will say no mas? Beautiful counter shot. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who... On to the second round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. No rest for the weary. This fight has a real good flow to it. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
they're not going to let this one go to the judges. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your ball.
A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever run it.
And there's the bell for round 3. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
They exchange punches. And he scores with the counter. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. A perfect counter shot. They blocked the left there. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Straight right just misses. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Well done with that counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on.
Here we go to the 4th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Nice counter shot. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
That counter shot lands. There's a counter shot. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. It's over! A home run swing, and that will do it here! What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
I need to see that again.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm...
What they say now. I like to welcome everybody out to the Samurai. Indeed. Here we go, one side. Really neat. Very beautifully, very alliterated. A little battle raps for you. Little battle rap. Really neat. What you got? Very beautifully alliterated. A little battle raps for you. Talk to a lot. Come on through. Big eyes looking like skies and binoculars. 2 nights live singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it. A long silence. A strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids sublime and save the assignments with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. In the vein of gang violence meets the gang's demises, and it bangs, rises like wings on a plane, plus a pilot who can fly into the eye. Hurricane, Irish stylish, same shoe in different sizes, with evidences of the mileage and the growth. Top hats and coats, tuxedos and throats where the bow ties post. Folks look past the lower class blower of the notes and tell unspoke jokes as they approach what she'll never be inside. But she holds really neat. Very beautifully alliterated. A little battle raps for you. Little battle rap. Really neat. Very beautifully alliterated. What's up? Little battle raps for you. So come on through. The unamplified, fantasized land of the soon-to-be fans of the samurai. Smile wide, got the panorama camera vibe. If you analyze, she's a one-woman gala, glamorized, just without the glamour or the gala ties. Man, I'm more alive with the jazz guys, eating piano pies at the Vanguard. She's an artist and staff. A couple dollars in the band job as a half a turkey Sam, organic and it's hand carved and ours. If you ask for a piece, freshly laughed for singing jazz in the streets, and the staff asked for police. Crashed at a friend's flat for a week.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Larry Holmes weighed in at 226 pounds. He stands 6'3" tall. Up against them, Tyson Fury. He stands an imposing 6'9" tall with a reach of 85 inches.
Giving away a lot of weight here, so now this is where you have to be smart. This is where you've got to...
And here comes the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes, the man that beat Muhammad Ali, but never has really gotten his just due. Criminally underrated. Let's see what he's got in store for us in this one. The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man.
Todd, can you spot the reach difference? Can you spot it? Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Easton Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
All what's left is for the
All right,
first
I
bell
went
to
over the
go.
rules.
That's all we
I want you
need
to
now,
protect yourself
because
at
the
all
build-up is
times.
getting
And what I
ridiculous.
say,
Under
you
the
must
bright
obey.
lights here for this
Good
one.
luck.
Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. So here we go. Should be a good one. Hit him with a left jab. Misses with the straight left. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Beautiful counter punch. And he scores with the counter. Catch and shoot. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Punch, counter punch. A perfect counter lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
He's coasted this fight and now
Nice work. Good round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy.
open it now. You've got to take that confidence away. Go out, the first minute,
You set him up and he'll take him out. But he's ready to go. He's done.
take away that confidence, stop him in his tracks. That was a terrible round, that is. Come on, you've let him back in the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on,
Scan or anything. Don't give him no free shots. Just let
You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch
Don't let him back in the fight. Great round. Just keep him on the end of that jab and you'll
and win the round. I need you to go back out there. I need to...
get body shots in there, varied up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Good work.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action.
That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start working a few body shots in there. Vary up a little bit.
There's the bell for round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
His jab just got blocked. This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope. They don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. That jab won't score. Can't find a home with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think of...
Ring the round on your jab.
Let's get it started in round 3. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter shot. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice slip to avoid the jab. They exchange punches. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
His stamina is off the charts. Nice counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Didn't land that jab. Jab slightly off target. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Leaves him.
There's the bell to start round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punching. Those counter punches have to hurt. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. He misses with that straight left. How about that time counter shot? Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punch. Perfect counter shot. Do you believe this? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That jab doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second.
You win this round. You had everything in the bag.
There's the bell to start round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Nice counter shot. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Well done with that counter shot. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Tried to score with the uppercut. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That counter punch caught him clean. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round.
That was a terrible round.
There's the bell for round 6. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That counter shot lands. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
He threw a punch and just got countered. This is a high-octane battle. Figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Nice counter punch. They exchange punches. He misses with that straight left. Can't find a home for that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
You cannot guess that if you prepared right, slept right.
Go back out there.
Here we go. It's round 7. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
There's a counter shot. Those are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
What a punch. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Nice counter. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
A perfect counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Talk about Holmes in the...
Switch on.
Round 8, and we're off again. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, slept right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he scores with the counter. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Good counter punching. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Punch, counter punch. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice counter shot. That jab misses. A perfect counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought the...
I just need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes. Don't want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The difference in height isn't I left my ego at the altar. Now every ring's a thing, and everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers. And every single click is just hammering it home. Who knew Russian roulette involved answering the phone? Until my signal dwindles or my channel is in Rome, or my cell phone dies, or it's cancer in my dome. And dear nicks the tone as I pull my pain out. One of your short nose might blow my brains out, but you ain't even pick up. talking to myself, exactly what you sick of.
Feeling kinda restless. Did you get my message? It's swirling around in the storm.
Yeah, come on.
No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're standing there.
Yeah.
I left the story of my life
What's up?
on your answering machine. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there?
Are you there? Are you there?
Hello,
Are you there?
would you pick up the phone?
We were like, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around, does it really make a sound? That's romantic and profound. But now we're like lumberjacks holding the axes that bring it down. So I'm now on your message, talking about remember. Silence in return, that sounds like timber. There's some that can't see the forest because they liars, but I can't see the forest cause of the fire. And in our prehistorics, the flowers was rooting for us. Brontosaurus ate the flowers, T-Rex ate the Brontosaurus. And then the T-Rex turned around and ate the florist. That's why I lost my FTD endorsement. But that's really not important. My sadness is snitch, my melancholy informant. Despair wears a wire, my longing rapping the song. My worry is a rap, my lonely tapping the phone.
I wanna give you reasons, tell you what I'm feeling, but none of these lines are secure.
Nah.
No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're standing there. I left the story of my life
What else?
on your answering machine. My tears run off your shoes like water from a goose. You try to wash off all the dirt, but your hands aren't getting clean. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there?
Are you there? Are you there?
Hello,
Are you there?
would you pick up the
To make believers on receivers as you sit back and observe as the rubber curly cord just absorbs all my words. Will you collect us, then connect us, or neglect us on the hole into the wall, then cross the wires on the telephone poles, then bounces off the towers, then...
Close the door.
switching off. Right, let's go out there, get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off, win the round.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good?
And back. this. You better. Big deep breaths. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself